Hi, I'm Jamie Giroux, and I'm a researcher here at the School of Education and Human Development at the University of Virginia. Thanks for watching our video on our project, Curiosity in Classrooms. This video is intended to give a little bit more information about what is involved in participating in this project, but please feel free to jot down any questions and reach out to us after that remain, because this is just going to be a quick overview. So what are we hoping to learn? What's the big picture? Why are we doing this? Our primary aim is just to explore what can we do in educational contexts and what instructional practices can be useful and effective in promoting students' curiosity. Because a lot of research shows the value of curiosity, and to be honest, it's just more fun to teach students when they're curious, and it's more fun to learn when you're curious as a student. So we want to understand how we can promote curiosity in those educational contexts and classrooms. From a developmental side, we're also really interested in looking at how these different intellectual virtues change over time and how these are associated with each other. So what are those patterns of associations between, say, curiosity and creativity? So what's involved in participating? How are we going to learn about this? For teachers, we try to minimize the ask because we know that you are so overwhelmed and have a lot to do. And I've tried to outline here kind of what the main components of the project are. So one of the main ways we're going to learn is through just coming and observing what you're doing in your classrooms to promote student curiosity. And we would love to get anywhere between 4 and 10 observations across the school year of anywhere from an hour or more each. And we're not picky. We want to see whatever you think would be helpful for us to learn from in terms of what you're doing in the classroom. To help to incentivize and make it worth your time to do these recordings, we can provide $25 per video, up to $250 for those observations. And we're happy to come in and record you if you want to tell us when to come, or we can give you your own set of video equipment so that you can decide when to record, what to send us, and can have it all in your power and your control. We also would love to talk to you outside of school with an interview where we could just ask you, what do you do? How does it work? Where did you learn to do these things in an interview setting? And we have a $50 incentive for that participation. It takes up to an hour. Oftentimes it doesn't take that long. And then we also have a survey that takes about 20 minutes to complete. It's actually similar to the survey that we ask students to do with a few extra questions. Finally, we also would love your help in facilitating the student data collection. And with the students, we're hoping to do one in-class survey that can be done as a whole class or as small groups, and then take some students out one by one for individual sessions. And so for helping us to schedule those and facilitate that, we offer a $50 compensation for each of those. So again, the students, we're hoping to test at 2 time points, one as early as possible, one as late as possible, so we can look at how these things change over time. And we'll be doing a survey and then those one-on-one tasks that are kind of more game-like. So in order to participate, teachers will sign a consent form that allows us to kind of learn more from you and about you, as well as to do those observations. And for those observations, we'll send a parent notification form home so parents are aware of the recording happening, and they can opt out and say if they would rather their children not be in the video. And then we also can note if any child inadvertently walks in front of the video camera, and we can go back and blur their image so that we can still use the recording. For the student participation, we have a parent consent form for the survey and then a parent consent form for the individual sessions, so parents can choose to give permission for both or just one of them. At the end of the project, we will provide a written report of what we learned, of what we did, and what we learned as kind of a summary. And then we'll also be able to provide kind of group level reports based on the amount of participation, because it is important to us that we always present all of our results at a group level so there's no identifiable information. So you can't tell kind of, oh, this was that one child, or oh, this was that one teacher that did that or said that. We also will do a presentation that encompasses kind of everything that we've learned from our prior research, as well as what we're learning from other districts at this time, and provide a slide deck and video of that as well. And then we are going to turn all of this work and all of our findings into a professional development program that will be made available for everyone within participating districts. So just again, what are we going to do with these data? First, I just want to reassure everyone that we keep data very secure and confidential. We never store identifying information alongside data, and we protect everything behind different security measures and passwords. And as I mentioned, we tend to look at the group level. For some of the interviews, we might pull quotes, but we will reach out for permission for anything we would ever show or talk about on an individual level. For the most part, we just present means and averages across groups. And we'll report back to the schools and districts that participate, and we'll also provide copies of all of the presentations and journal articles that we publish and anything that we publish for broader audiences, such as on blogs online. So I know that was a lot of information. Please feel free to reach out and ask us any other questions you have. We've got lots more information we can send over email with more details, but I wanted to just kind of give an overview of what it means and what it looks like to participate. So thank you so much for considering working with us, and we hope to get to work with you soon.